All right, it's time right now for another Unibroue brew. This is their Belgian Strong Dark Ale, one of their Belgian Strong Dark Ales. It's called Trois Pistoles, coming into us at 9% alcohol by volume. Same style as Maldite, however, a percentage of alcohol a little higher than Maldite. Of course, Unibroue Brewing Company out of Chambly, Quebec, Canada. And there's actually a town, I believe, in the province of Quebec called Trois Pistoles, if I'm not mistaken. Comes into us at 15.5 IBUs, a little low on the hops, but that's what the strong dark ales are. They're malty, kind of strong malt ales. It claims to have large chocolate tones, brown rum, and spice as far as the aroma goes. The flavor slightly sweet, malt and cocoa flavors with ripe fruit and dark spices. We'll see if I can detect any of that stuff like we did with the last beer, the Don de Deux, which was just absolutely an excellent beer, I think. Maldite, of course, an absolutely excellent beer. I've had this before. I remember it being excellent. Full disclosure. We'll see if it still compares. It does have a write-up. Trois Pistoles is a remarkably mellow dark ale to complement its aroma of ripe fruit. It has a pleasant aftertaste that lingers on like an old port wine. Interesting. And here's the label art. Almost kind of reminds me. Unibroue's label art reminds me of like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, kind of in the and I'm talking about the movies in the style of art. But I believe there's a story, and you can probably go on the website because I'm not really too knowledgeable about the story. There's a story about some kind of dark dragon that haunts this church or something like that. So you might want to look into that and check it out. We're going to serve this in a chalice. Of course, Belgian beers, chalice worthy. And pretty much all the Unibroue beers that we've done so far have been served in a chalice, or chalice-worthy beers. Let's pour it into our St. Bernardus chalice, and as we do so, we see that dark style, that dark brown kind of look to this beer, as we're very, very accustomed to. Some fizz character. I can hear it fizzing, actually, as I bring it up to the top, which is no stranger kind of, or strangeness as far as this style of beer. The head is dissipating pretty quickly. It is a light film, and now it's kind of just dissipating, starting with this corner right here. Don't see any particles floating around or anything like that in this beer. It's just a very, very dark, heavy-looking beer, as a matter of fact. So let's get the aroma now of Trois Pistoles from Unibroue. Very unique kind of smell here. I'm getting the dark fruit smell, definitely. Maybe a tinge of the cocoa on the nose. Definitely a different kind of smell than I'm used to with a Belgian Strong Dark. Not really getting any spicy notes to this beer as far as the aroma goes. Sometimes there's some kind of pungent spice that you can kind of smell, but definitely getting just dark fruit, dark kind of chocolatey tones to this beer. Maybe the rum is in there as well. I do know that they do say that the brown rum is part of the aroma experience of this beer, and I can see that as well. It's a good smelling beer. I mean, I really, really like the smell of it. A little bit more subtle than a lot of Belgian Strong Darks. So let's get the taste now of Unibroue Trois Pistoles. Close to a quad, I really have to say. It's the dark fruit stuff. It's just really, really prevailing with me. As far as the malt, I'm definitely getting malt tones. Cocoa, not really tasting the cocoa so much. And I guess the dark spices are prevalent as well. Just not getting... You're not getting the chocolatey kind of taste that it uh, boasts in the description. However, a really good tasting Belgian strong dark. I mean, Unibroue, I think, is one of the best breweries in the world. I mean, in my opinion, and it may be my favorite right now. I mean, I love Victory. I love, obviously Russian River. Who the heck doesn't love Russian River? Founders and Bells and breweries like that. However, Unibroue just seems to have that elegant class to it. It seems to have that Belgian kind of. They've really taken the Belgian thing. They've run with it. They have great themes to their beers, and they just do a great job. And this beer is just a great, solid beer of the style. So I'm going to give Unibroue Trois Pistoles a 9.5 out of 10.